You want to be a landlord, but you are really afraid that what if my tenant doesn't pay my rent? I have a solution for you. There is something we call surety bond. Surety bond is a kind of bond that you purchase or the tenant purchase that kick in anytime the tenant fail to pay their rent. This is how it works. You're going to identify a surety bond that you like. There is a lot of them. There is Sure Deposit, there is Rhino, there is Obligo, there is Hartford, there is Jet Sure Deposit, among other ones that you can choose from. Once you do that, you're going to include the amount of the surety bond into the lease and have the tenants pay for that. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a bond of $10,000. This will typically cost the tenant between 1 to 5%. Now let's pick the highest range, 5%. So if you're buying a surety bond of $10,000, that $10,000 now multiplied by 5% will give you around $500. And let's say the tenant's monthly rent is $2,000, right? So you subtract that $500 that you paid to buy that surety bond, and that means the first month of the tenant's payment is now $1,500, but from the subsequent month you start collecting your full $2,000 monthly rent. Now anytime the tenant fail to pay, the surety bond will pay you immediately. This $500 can save you up to $10,000 in potential rent loss if you do it correctly. And the last step is you want to keep that certificate in your record and then have the tenant have a copy as well, so in the future if anything happens, they fail to pay their rent, all you have to do is call the company and they're going to pay you your rent.